God. Ask God.
Hi, Scott. My name's Derek, and first of all, thank you for everything that you've done. I believe I started selling just 2 weeks into listening to your podcast, and I've seen some great results. So thank you for that. I have a question in regards to tracking inventory that has more than 1,000 pieces in Amazon's warehouse. I know that with Amazon Tracker, or even if I were to manually track it, if the seller has more than 1,000 pieces, it'd be impossible to track. I was wondering if there is a way to track these products manually or by software, whatever way. I'd really love to find out how many pieces these sellers are selling. And my second question is, if they're not trackable, what are your thoughts on these products with so much inventory in Amazon's warehouse? Do you think sellers are stocking them up in the warehouse because it's a good seller, or what do you think the case may be? Would love to hear your thoughts on it. Please let us know. And once again, thank you very much for all that you do. Take care.
Hey, Derek, what's up, man? Thank you so much for the question, and congratulations, by the way, on taking action, as we were just talking about, and getting out there and getting to it. So that's awesome. I'm really glad that you sent this voicemail in, not just with the question, but with that update. So that's really awesome, and congratulations. To answer your question, okay, we're talking about tracking your competitors and how many units we think that they're selling, which is pretty important, right? Now, some of you that are brand new, or maybe you haven't heard the 999 trick, using air quotes, by the way, but it's where you can see how many pieces of inventory that a competitor has, okay? Now, by doing that, the way that this would work, and I'm just gonna run through this real quick because some of you that are listening might not have heard this, and I just wanna kind of bring you up to speed quickly. So the way it works is if you go to your competitor and you go ahead and you click on add to cart, you add 999 units in there, it's going to come back and say something like, it may say, if it says that it can fulfill the order of 999, then they have more than 1,000 units in stock, okay? So this wouldn't work for that, and that's kind of what Derek's talking about. But let me just say that if it comes back, which most of the time it will, depending on, what kind of competition you have, but it will say something like, sorry, we only have 750 units left in stock. So you might do that at 12 o'clock lunchtime, let's say 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The following day, you're going to do the exact same thing, and then you're going to see how many they have left. And they might say, sorry, we only have 725 units in stock. So in a 24-hour period, they sold 25 units, right? So if they have more than 1,000 pieces in stock, this won't work because they'll be able to fulfill those 999 units, right? So here's the deal. Jungle Scout. A lot of you already know about Jungle Scout. Well, this does this for you. Now, Jungle Scout, I can't even talk, Jungle Scout doesn't just take in the rule of saying like, how many do you have in inventory? What it does is it measures different data points by BSR. So it has other products that have BSRs. Okay, so think about this for a second. I don't want to confuse you, but the way it works is, let's say, for example, you're in a category and the BSR is 3,000, but your competitor doesn't have or has more than 1,000 units. You can't really see how many are being sold to have a BSR of 3,000. But maybe you have 3 other people that are in your category that are selling, okay, not necessarily your product, but are selling in your category. And let's say they're around the 3,000 mark. Well, now Jungle Scout can see that they do have inventory. And then from there, they can go ahead and give that estimate. So they kind of know by BSR how many are selling in that category. Now, if that was too confusing, don't worry about it. Just understand that Jungle Scout doesn't just look at inventory in stock on one particular product. What it does is it tracks the BSR, which they know what a BSR is or how many are selling at a BSR for that category. So then it can take and calculate what that particular product is selling approximately. All right. So I go back to, if you do not own Jungle Scout, it's probably one of the most important tools in the beginning, especially to own. All right. Now there's two different versions of Jungle Scout. There's one, the Chrome extension. That's what we're talking about here. And then they also have the web app. And the web app is more of a discovery/tracking tool. Okay. But we're talking about the Chrome extension right now. Now, if you don't own that, that would be my first piece of software that I would invest in. Okay. It's not that expensive. And if you go through my affiliate link, you'll actually get $10 off. All right. So little plug there for Jungle Scout and for buying me a cup of coffee. But yeah, you can head over to theamazingseller.com/JS, and that is J as in jungle, S as in scout. And you can go there. You can also go over to the episode I did with Greg, episode 56. And again, that is theamazingseller.com/56. And a little teaser alert here. I just interviewed Greg again. He'll be coming back on the show. We're going to be talking all about things in 2016 about product research, if anything's changed, what we're looking at, how Jungle Scout has improved, what it's doing differently, some different features, all of that fun stuff. He's coming back on to really dig into the product research stage. So we'll be talking more about this. And we just had a really great conversation. It was almost like we recorded it as we were just having our own conversation, which I love doing it that way because there's nothing scripted or anything. We just talk about the process and talk about, the different things that we are doing now than, differently than we did in the beginning and all that good stuff. So really a great conversation. So look forward to that one. All right. So depending on when this is aired, it may already be out, but if not, then you're going to have to wait for it. And it's going to be a good episode. I promise you. All right. So hopefully, Derek, that's answered your question. You can do the 999 trick. If you can't do that, then you need a tool that will allow you to see the BSR and know what that BSR is in that category for, the amount of sales that are coming through there. So if you guys want to submit a question, head over to theamazingseller.com/ask, and you can do that. I want to also, again, remind you guys, if you're brand new and this is your first time to the show, I want to welcome you. I love hanging out with you guys. This is just awesome to be able to virtually connect like this. And that's why I love the Ask Scott sessions. But if you are brand new and you're just getting your feet wet and you don't understand the entire process, the entire business model, I would recommend attending one of my live free workshops. This is where I break it down for you in 5 phases: how to pick a market and a product, how to source it, how to do a pre-launch, how to do a launch, how to promote the product, and everything in between. We go over that on a workshop, and we go through every single thing. We also do live Q&A. So if you want to attend one of them, I would love to invite you to the next one, and you can register for the next one by heading over to theamazingseller.com/workshop, and you can register there for an upcoming workshop. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast. If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business. So definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there and some of it is really, really good. What I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business. And this way here, you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.